It's June 2nd, 2025, and the small community of Cloverdale
spots a small and weak tornado ahead of them.
as it is dancing in the field. This storm chaser in Cloverdale took a video of the weak and very messy
Tornado as it dangles around. But what he doesn't know is that homes would be disappearing, businesses flattened, and it would rip straight through the town. And before anyone had any time to react, it disappears also. The date is June 1st, 2025, and this disgusting monster has ripped through the town of Stacy. And in northern parts of Minnesota, nothing can be worse than that. Moisture, some of the most important ingredients for tornadoes. And the summer is what all the storms need for heat, which is very, very important for tornadoes. And that day alone had up to 2,000 joules per kilogram. Not too much, but it's definitely enough to create catastrophic supercells. And as the wind shear went away from yesterday, a new system of wind shear came by, adding the instability. As the cold front inches closer and closer, the risk of tornadoes intensifies as the warm, moist air mixing with the cold, dry air mixes. It creates the storms, creating this specific spot where tornadoes are most often to be. But now, it's only a matter of when. The first storms appear on radar. As they all converge into one main supercell, it starts to elongate, showing the rapid rotation that it already has. Rain quickly encompasses the base of the supercell. As the rapid rotation elongates the supercell, it highlights the mesocyclone of the storm. And as it continues spinning, there's a tornado warning put out for this exact area. And the main small community that is basically warned is Cloverdale, a small community with kind residents. But there's now storm chasers packed onto the road, watching as the rotation in the sky grows faster and faster. This storm becomes dominant, and it allows it to tap into atmosphere ingredients, allowing it to tighten the rotation faster than the others. As the wall cloud starts to come down, the rotation is clearly visible in front of the town, as it is next to the Wisconsin borderline. They all record the massive wall cloud, as then a small and weak funnel comes down, but its touchdown is kind of confusing. Without warning, a small and weak, messy funnel comes down to the ground, but it's very weak, only containing 40-mile-an-hour winds. And as this is happening, it is now starting to near the town of Cloverdale, which is a very small farming community. But since the tornado is so weak, as it touches the structures, it basically dies off, only containing about 50 or 40-mile-an-hour winds. The storm chaser is recording the massive but weak rotation crossing ahead of him.
Where we at? Where we at?
We're at the intersection of Old Fannin.
But unfortunately, a small mobile home was flipped, while someone was inside with their family. But thankfully, they survived, because wind gusts inside of the storm suddenly spiked over 80 miles an hour, but it relatively stayed weak. But then, something strange immediately happened. As soon as it left the town, it suddenly gusted up to 190-mile-an-hour winds, almost an EF5. But something bad has happened. Suddenly, there's a backlog of chasers northeast of the tornado, because the expected motion was supposed to be north, but the unexpected northeast motion now has all of these chasers left in the direct path, which then creates a bumper-to-bumper traffic jam, leaving all of these chasers like a sitting duck. And this is creating some of the most dangerous environments around a tornado because of its unexpected change in wind speed and intensity. and its size is even making it more dangerous. And a chaser stuck in the traffic jam is watching the tornado from only 100 yards away. This unexpected motion makes it seem like it's headed right towards him, which is what prompts him to start moving west. But this is a grave mistake and places him in a deadly situation as winds begin to batter his vehicle.
Hey, go. Come on.
There's a cop in here, guys! Go, Ricky.
No.
Yeah, right now! We're in the circulation right now! We're in the circulation!
Go.
That's fine, dude. Go! Oh my gosh. Debris!
You're out there
Debris!
mowing.
No.
No.
Oh my god.
Gosh.
Keep going. Why is this guy stopping? Move. Get down.
Suddenly, winds in the storm spike over 80 miles an hour, battering their vehicle with wind and debris. And the unexpected motion of the tornado is way less direct than it really seems. Now, it is treading a forest, but a camper is watching the tornado in the distance from a campground. He snaps an image, and this tornado looks very sinister, as it is tearing up a forest nearby. And unfortunately, the first death would be occurred while a person was hiding in their mobile home. They were hit by the direct path of this tornado, and unfortunately, one fatality would be occurred in this area because somebody was hiding inside their mobile home. And those are one of the most dangerous places you can hide, as the debris shredded the mobile home apart. But the winds were eerily calm, but just 100 yards away, the soil was literally dug out of the earth. And on map, you can literally see the road also being dug up, along with the soil next to the camper, and the trees were decimated. But a pretty well-known storm chaser named Luca, who is a pretty cool guy, is now tracking the storm from his west. He's moving west to east, watching the massive tornado ahead of him. He is recording live, which is why the quality is so low. But a rain curtain suddenly obscures his view of the tornado. So now there's heavy rain raining down on him, and he can't see the tornado. Although this footage has no audio, it is very, very low quality. This shows the rain curtain going by and sweeping across his area, obscuring his view of the tornado, as he basically cannot see it. And what he sees next is crazy. Almost immediately after that video was taken, is starting to enter a small community named Kingsdale. The massive tornado with many vortices suddenly sweeps by a small house and ejects its roof off into the sky, and then it lands on the highway. And other sheds that were unfortunate enough to be caught in the outer bands were literally shredded and tossed. After that, it suddenly crosses borderlines into Wisconsin from Minnesota, and after that, it just continuously shreds forests down to their bark, and any other homes that are caught are shredded. The bus is lifted and tossed and rolled hundreds of yards before landing on a completely separate road, with all of the occupants still inside, as the camera keeps on recording. As this monster keeps on tearing through the fields, it sadly impacts a home, killing 5 people who are sheltering inside the bathroom, as the floor beneath them is ripped out from the earth. The last thing that the family ever saw was the wall of darkness consuming them. But the continuous trajectory of this tornado was realized. The potential was definitely realized. It was headed straight for Superior, and they instantly put out a warning with an emergency. Tornado emergency. There is a confirmed tornado on the ground 10 miles south of Superior with winds close to 200 miles an hour. If you are in the path of this tornado, take cover immediately. This is a life-threatening situation. Take cover now. This was the last warning ever said before the entire city was engulfed by the beast. And by 4:26 p.m., the tornado now has sustained winds of around 200 miles an hour. Easily a high-end EF4, pretty much an EF5. And as this is happening, it suddenly closes in on a railway system, literally lifting and tossing a set of train cars like toys. While the tree line to its west was mangled down with debris smeared against the trees. And unfortunately, a first row of homes sit right in the direct path of the tornado. And unfortunately, every single home on this road was swept cleanly away. And in some cases, even digging up the plumbing from deep inside the foundation. One home was hit by a subvortex, sweeping it clean. And as the tornado inches closer and closer, the place has become more densely populated, unfortunately giving a free target for the tornado, as 6 people would die in this neighborhood. As the tornado suddenly barely misses a trailer park, but it's also hitting an airport at the same time, going side by side, basically parallel to the runway, as it destroys random farmhouses. And it suddenly finally enters its first part of downtown Superior. As it impacts random stores, someone records in a parking lot as the monster is ripping through a store.
Oh my God.
Another person in the distance is recording the massive tentacle monster suddenly intensifying and growing in size, like it's basically using all of its last energy to basically expand. As it does so, the wind speeds now go down to 160, but it is still shredding up homes and tearing down stuff.
Look how big that thing is! There's so much debris in the air.
Finally, after this happens, the tornado is noticeably starting to get smaller and smaller, like it used all of its last energy for that exact size. As this is happening, only light roof damage happens in this exact area, like one roof only being ejected off, with others only having minor damage with shingles being ripped off, and wind speeds only of 60 miles an hour. It crosses borderlines into Minnesota again, and wind speeds are only that of 40 miles an hour. As it ropes out into the lake, it suddenly lifts back up into the sky, acting like it basically never existed. And this tornado left a decently long path in Minnesota and Wisconsin, completely devastating random towns and causing over $1.5 billion in damage to the city. See you in the next video.